I went to the mall with Grandma. We reached the escalator, and I reached for her hand. Come on, Grandma, I'll help you up. She smiled and said, I'm fine. But as we stepped forward, I saw her knees tremble. Grandma, why are you shaking? I asked, my voice tight. She looked at me, her eyes wide, and whispered, I don't know, but it feels like the floor is moving. That's when the doctor's warning came crashing into my mind. 99% of seniors lose their balance because of 7 deadly mistakes, and most of them never see it coming. What happened next still gives me chills. And if you have parents or grandparents you love, you need to hear this, because these mistakes are silent, but the consequences are loud. Welcome, my story family. Before we dive in, hit like, tap subscribe, and share this right now so no one you love ends up learning these lessons the hard way. And tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? All right, let's start with mistake number 1, the 3 little words that can lead to the biggest fall. I'm fine. I'm fine, she said, steadying herself on the table. But I saw it. Her knees shook for just a second. This is the most dangerous sentence you can hear from an older loved one. It sounds harmless, even comforting, but often it hides the truth. Their balance is slipping, little by little. It doesn't happen all at once. First, it's a stumble on the front step. Then it's grabbing the wall when turning the corner. These small signs are warnings, but they're easy to ignore, especially when someone doesn't want to admit they're happening. The body has a way of covering up these changes. Steps get shorter, movements get slower. Furniture becomes a quiet handhold. It's an unconscious way of staying safe without saying anything out loud. But covering it up doesn't solve the problem. It actually makes it worse. Over time, these habits weaken the muscles needed to recover from a sudden slip. One wet floor, one cracked sidewalk, and there's no time to react before a fall happens. And a fall isn't just a fall. It can mean broken bones, head injuries, weeks in bed, and for many people, the end of living independently. So why hide it? Pride, fear, the belief that asking for help means losing freedom. But the truth is the opposite. Speaking up early means you can strengthen your balance, make your home safer, and keep your independence for years to come. I'm fine may feel strong in the moment, but real strength is saying, I could use a little help. That's how you keep walking, laughing, and living life on your own terms. Mistake number 2, the slippery trap. It's just a little water on the floor. That's what Uncle Ray said before his feet flew out from under him. Slips are fast, silent, and unforgiving. All it takes is a tiny patch of wet tile, a smooth rug edge, or a few leaves tracked in from outside. Most people think they'll just catch themselves, but the truth is, you don't have time. A slip happens in a fraction of a second. Your foot moves forward, your body moves backward, and gravity does the rest. For older adults, the danger is even greater. Reaction time is slower, and muscles don't push back as quickly to restore balance. What starts as a harmless step to the kitchen can end with a crash to the floor, a broken wrist, or worse. Bathrooms, kitchens, porches, and entryways are the worst culprits. Smooth floors, water splashes, soap residue, or even a thin layer of dust can turn a safe spot into a trap. And it's not just water. Spilled cooking oil, cleaning products, or wax from candles can be just as dangerous. The scary part, slips don't give warnings. You won't see flashing lights or hear alarms. That's why prevention is everything. Keep floors dry. Wipe spills instantly. Place sturdy mats with non-slip backing where water is common, near sinks, bathtubs, and doors. Wear shoes or slippers with real grip, not the smooth bottom kind that slide like ice skates. A slip doesn't care how careful you are. It cares how prepared you are. If your home is ready for those split-second surprises, you'll win the fight against the slippery trap every time. It's just a little water can turn into months of pain. Don't give it the chance. Mistake number 3, the silent muscle thief. I'm just tired today. That's what Mrs. Carter told her daughter when she decided to skip her morning walk. But the truth, she wasn't tired. Her legs were quietly getting weaker. This is the thief nobody talks about. It doesn't break down doors or make loud noises. It works slowly, day after day, stealing your strength without you noticing. Every time you choose the chair over a short walk or the elevator over the stairs, it slips away with another piece of your muscle power. Leg muscles are your body's shock absorbers. They keep you steady when you trip, help you climb steps without gasping, and give you the strength to push yourself back up if you stumble. When those muscles weaken, balance goes with them. And unlike energy, strength doesn't magically come back after a few days of rest. You have to rebuild it. The scary part, you can feel fine until one day you reach for something on a high shelf, lose your footing, and realize your legs don't have the power to save you. That's when falls happen. Fighting the silent muscle thief isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about using your body every single day, walking, standing up from a chair without using your hands, carrying groceries, even light stretching. These small moves keep your muscles alert, responsive, and ready for the moments that matter most. If you don't challenge your muscles, they'll quietly pack their bags and leave. But if you keep them working, they'll protect you for years to come. "I'm just tired" might sound harmless, but if you say it too often, the silent muscle thief wins, and it never gives back what it takes. Mistake number 4, the dark corner of danger. "I can see just fine." That's what Mr. Lane told his son when asked why the hallway light was never on at night. But one evening, he reached for the bathroom in the dark, misjudged the step, and fell hard. Poor lighting is like an invisible enemy. It hides the very things that can hurt you. A single shadow can cover a step, a rugged edge, or a stray shoe. At night, when your eyes are adjusting from sleep, depth perception drops, and small obstacles can seem invisible. The danger is worse for older eyes. As we age, our pupils react slower to light changes, and the lenses become less clear. That means even a familiar path can turn into a guessing game in low light. And if your foot guesses wrong, the floor will remind you. Bedrooms, hallways, staircases, and bathrooms are the biggest risk zones. These dark corners are often the very places people walk half asleep or in a hurry. Add in slippers that slide or socks on smooth flooring, and you have a recipe for disaster. The fix isn't complicated, but it requires action. Keep night lights plugged in along the hallway. Use motion sensor lights near stairs and doorways. Make sure switches are easy to reach. And avoid dim, decorative bulbs in places where safety matters more than mood. You may know your home like the back of your hand, but in darkness, even the most familiar route becomes unpredictable. All it takes is one shadow in the wrong place. "I can see just fine" might feel true, until the moment you don't. Light your path before the dark corners claim their next victim. Mistake number 5, the shoe betrayal. These slippers have been with me for years. They're so comfortable. That's what Aunt May said before she slipped on her kitchen floor and fractured her wrist. Old, worn, or poorly designed shoes are like false friends. They feel familiar, but they can turn against you in a split second. Smooth soles, stretched out fabric, or broken straps can destroy your grip on the ground. And when you walk in shoes that no longer support you, every step becomes a gamble. The danger often hides in comfort. Shoes that are too loose can slide right off your heel. Soft, thin soles can make you feel every tiny bump, throwing off your balance. And slippers with flat, shiny bottoms are almost as slick as ice skates on smooth floors. Here's what most people forget. Shoes aren't just about style or comfort. They're your foundation. Every step you take sends pressure through your feet, ankles, and legs. If your shoes don't keep you stable, your body has to work harder to stay upright. That extra strain makes you slower to react when you slip or trip. The fix is simple but vital. Choose shoes with non-slip soles and a snug, secure fit. Replace old pairs before they wear down. Avoid walking indoors in socks alone. They're one of the fastest ways to lose traction. And if you love slippers, get ones with a rubber grip bottom, not a smooth fabric sole. The betrayal comes quietly. You trust your shoes, and they fail you when it matters most. Don't let loyalty to an old pair put you in the emergency room. They're so comfortable isn't enough. Make sure your shoes are not just friendly, they're trustworthy. Mistake number 6, the pill that trips you. "It's just my medicine. I've been taking it for years." That's what Mr. Daniel said before his world suddenly tilted one afternoon. His vision blurred, his knees weakened, and the floor came rushing up to meet him. Most people don't think twice about the pills they take, especially the ones prescribed by their doctor. But certain medications, even familiar ones, can quietly change the way your body moves. Some make you dizzy when you stand. Others slow your reflexes or blur your vision. A few can cause sudden drops in blood pressure, leaving you lightheaded and off balance. The danger often hides in combinations. One pill alone may be harmless, but mix it with another, and the side effects can multiply. A sleeping pill with a painkiller, a heart medication with a muscle relaxant. These pairings can make your legs feel heavy, your mind slower, and your footing less sure. It doesn't happen to everyone, and that's why it's so sneaky. You might feel perfectly fine one day and then, without warning, find yourself stumbling the next. The solution is awareness. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about every single pill you take, prescriptions, vitamins, even over-the-counter cold medicine. Ask if any of them can affect balance, coordination, or alertness. Keep a list of side effects to watch for, and never ignore new symptoms, no matter how small they seem. Your medicine is meant to help you, not harm you. But if you don't pay attention, the very thing keeping you healthy can be the reason you fall. "It's just my medicine" can be the most dangerous sentence you ever say. Know what's in your system, because one hidden side effect is all it takes to bring you down. Mistake number 7. The "it won't happen to me" curse. I'll be careful. I'm not like those people who fall. That's what Mrs. Howard told her daughter 2 days before a trip to the garden ended in an ambulance ride. This is the most dangerous belief of all, the quiet confidence that accidents only happen to other people. It makes you ignore little warning signs. You wave off wobbly moments. You skip the safety changes your family suggests. You keep telling yourself you're steady, even as your steps get slower and the ground feels less certain. The truth? Falls don't discriminate. They don't care if you've been walking the same hallway for 20 years or if you know every inch of your backyard. All it takes is one crack in the sidewalk, one loose shoe, one dizzy spell. Gravity is patient, and it always wins when given the chance. The "it won't happen to me" curse works like a blindfold. You stop seeing the small hazards around you, the cords near the wall, the clutter in the hallway, the chair that wobbles when you lean on it. Each ignored hazard is another thread in the trap you're weaving for yourself. Breaking the curse means facing the truth. Nobody is immune. The strongest step you can take is the one that prepares you for the unexpected. That means safer lighting, steady shoes, clear walkways, and staying active so your body is ready to react in a split second. Confidence is good, but overconfidence? That's the whisper that leads you to the fall you swore would never happen. "It won't happen to me" is the last thought many people have before it does. Don't wait to prove yourself wrong. Stay ready and you'll stay standing. So, what did we learn today, family? We learned that falls aren't random accidents. They're preventable. We learned that the smallest choices, turning on a light, wearing the right shoes, keeping our muscles strong, can be the difference between safety and a trip to the hospital. And we learned that the most dangerous words in the world are, "I'm fine." These 7 mistakes are silent thieves. They steal balance, they steal independence, and in one careless moment, they can steal everything. But now you know them. Now you can stop them. So here's my challenge to you. Protect the people you love. Check their shoes, clear the walkways, add the lights, talk about the medicine, and most of all, never ignore the little signs. Because prevention isn't about fear. It's about keeping our families standing tall and living free. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes surprised you the most, and where in the world are you watching from? If this story opened your eyes, please like this video so it reaches more people, subscribe so you never miss the next life-saving story, and share this right now with your friends and family, because you never know whose life it could save. Family, the ground will always be there, but we get to choose how we stand on it. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next story.